We are officially live, and this is Noodle Free Mondays. I'm Mr. CD Enforcer, aka Poppy Carl the Bad Boy. And we always get settled a little bit early as we get in, give my homeboys a chance. I'm gonna send out my links, get my homeboys in here, get myself settled, maybe give me a nice little snack popping off in this joint ski bop. So let's see what's going down. It's Noodle Free Mondays. Let's get it in and let's get together. Let me get organized here, guys. There we go. All right, there we go. Much better shot. All right, and let's get in here. Thanks. All right, and I always play some videos and stuff to get us started. So I'm gonna play some of our skit bags videos that I've made with some of my guys from the radio we did on Skit Bags Radio. So check out Skit Bags Radio, old episodes that were on Dash Radio. Dash Radio, we were on Dash Talk, Dash Radio, Dash Talk, went for about a year, 2 years, and then the pandemic hit, and then they kind of dropped our show. But we're doing really good. So I'm gonna play some of that and a couple of more of the skits, and then we'll get into the show as I get the boys in here and send out the links. Let's get it. Noodle Free Mondays. Our noodle of the week is Malika Andrews, by the way, because of how she treated that young man in the draft, and we'll talk about that later. All right, let's get into Noodle Free Mondays, where we analyze the foolishness and talk about why they do what they do. This is the girl that I want to get to dance to my new rap song. By the way, if you haven't heard, I got a new rap song out called Paging Dr. Umar, Natural Girls. It's about natural women, and I want women like Yo-Yo Apolinario that we interviewed to do it. So check out her interview while we get settled and ready to go.
Hip-hop was my first love. When I started in the dance studio, to be on their competition team, you had to take everything.
Yeah.
And I refused. I refused. I was like, I only want to take hip-hop. So I took hip-hop for 3 years. At one point, I was taking all 3 hip-hop classes, like the beginner, the intermediate, and advanced. Why? I don't know. But my mom and the studio owner pulled me aside, and they're like, okay, you're going to have to take something else as well, because there's nothing else, and we think you'd be really good. And I was like, no, I just want to do hip hop. And I did that mostly because You Got Served. Like, they just, the movie was crazy, especially as a little girl watching that. I was like, this is it. I have to do this.
Yeah.
When I started taking ballet and other classes, my level of dancing just increased so much, like immediately.
Because you can apply all of it to hip-hop, your love in your heart.
And it just made me more versatile. I started picking up faster, like picking up choreography faster. I started loving the other styles, even though I didn't want to do it. Like, I cried when I took my first ballet class. I hated it. It's like, I don't want to be here. And then I saw how quickly I started to improve. And I was like, oh, I need to be here. I want more. And it just helps. Like, I feel like I pull from all of those styles even today. And I don't necessarily take classes for ballet or jazz or even hip hop choreography. I mostly do freestyle now. But even when I do freestyle, I feel like I'm pulling from all the things that I've learned already. So it continues to help me.
I can just see you as like Neo in the Matrix, like getting out of ballet and like, put me back in. I know Kung Fu. I don't know how she does it. She's been in the chair 20 hours straight. Do you ever find yourself like that? Like those skills bleeding into your social dancing? Or like if you go to a wedding, are you gonna like tear it up and do like routine, or are you just gonna freestyle? Like, are you able to turn it off when you dance, like the technical aspect and the training? Or is it something that because it's there, it's always there? Like I know for singing, I can't turn it off. I have to be technical when I sing.
Same.
Okay. I can turn it off. Like First and foremost, because I was a teenager in Tampa, Florida, going to teen clubs. So I can turn it.
People don't understand. Teen clubs was a huge thing in Tampa when I was young.
Oh my goodness.
Brian,
everyone was
whatever that name
hot
is.
and fast at the teen club.
Casablanca. We had
my
black
goodness.
and white night. Every day. It was always themed.
Yes, it was always themed. It was just like at a perfect time, like in the summer when we had nothing to do. And me and my cousins would all go. We wear no clothes. I don't know who we thought we were, like little shorts. And we were just like, we called it like booty shaking, but now it's like twerking. We were just like twerk all night, like try to get some numbers on my little flip phone. Like, so because I did that, I think that's kind of like the base of me. So when I'm at a party, I just want to like,
you're just jamming.
I just want to jam.
Having a good time.
Now, if there's like a really good song or other really good like dancers, freestylers there, then I'll start connecting with them.
Level up.
Yeah, and I'll start just like, okay, you want to dance? Let's get down. Let's get down. But other than that, I'm just like, okay, let me just squat down real quick, twerk a little something, and get back up.
Which, by the way, shout out to the South because we pretty much invented twerking with Little John.
Did.
Like,
Yes,
come on.
Yes,
you're welcome,
Little
America,
John, Yin Yang
in the world.
Twins, all the trap music.
As an elder person, we'll go with Luke Skywalker and Two Live Crew with booty-based music from Florida.
Right.
And 95 South.
95 South.
My college experience, nothing but cheeks just shaking in my
Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke, that's right.
So tell us about your journey about what happened? You graduated from high school in Tampa and then you were off immediately to New York, or where did your journey go?
You were touring with Pulse for a little while.
Yeah. My last 2 years of high school, I was touring with Pulse, and then
what is Pulse? Explain it to our
Pulse
audience.
is a dance convention where you go and take classes from working choreographers in the industry, and they give out scholarships, and they had a Pulse Protege scholarship where you can basically go to any city that you can get yourself to. They cover the tuition, which is like $300, so you save $300, but you have to cover airfare and hotel. And I basically went to the close cities, which were New Orleans and Atlanta. I went to Chicago because I have family there, so I used that as a family trip. And when I turned 18, my mother just looked at me and was like, okay, so you're 18, you can pay for this now. And I was like, oh, I'm not paying for this, so I guess I'm not doing the Pulse anymore.
Sounds about right.
So I went to college. I went to HCC solely because I got a lot of financial aid.
Nothing wrong with that.
My mother has MS. She's on disability. She has 4 kids. So on paper, she doesn't work and she has 4 kids. So we get all the grants, all the financial aid. And after every semester, I got maybe $3,000 refunded to me.
Yeah.
So I went to school for 3 semesters and saved that just to move to LA. And because I knew that's what I was going to do, I wasn't taking anything I was supposed to take. I was like, I'm not taking math. I'm not taking science. I was only taking psychology, sociology, like nothing on my, I don't know, the credits that you need to get your degree. I just threw that out the window. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I should say that out loud. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
All right. Nah, there's absolutely nothing.
Shout
It's
out
like
to
you went
Fast
and you
Forward.
got a BFA. You were like, I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah. So I took that money, went straight to LA, and auditioned for So You Think.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So really that quick. All right, for all you listeners out there, it normally doesn't happen like that. But but if you work hard, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So clearly you wouldn't have gotten it if you weren't capable and didn't deserve it. So that is how I approach it. It's like, oh, you just jumped to the front of the line. A lot of stand-ups do that. And they're like, I hear them bitching all the time. Like, he didn't put in his dues and blah, blah. I'm like, shut up, man. Like, it happened for a reason. If a person wasn't funny, it wouldn't be up there. If she's not a good dancer, it's not going to be there. Like, just because they got the opportunity at a different time in their career than you did, it doesn't, whatever. So that's awesome. And
so what was that journey like? You're automatically just put into TV. You were put in the limelight.
Ooh.
Right then and there.
Yeah, it was insane. I would say that So You Think is very much a reality TV show and a dance show. And that's what I didn't expect. I didn't expect, I don't know, producers
in your
to
face.
fish out drama or in my face. And, hey, I saw so-and-so marking in rehearsal. Did you see that? And I was like, oh, no. And I was like, are you sure? Like, what do you want me to say? I don't know, to like spruce something up. So that's what I wasn't used to. I wasn't used to having to put on a face, or they encouraged us to use social media, which is smart.
Yeah.
But I've always been weird about social media. Like, I've always tried to stay true to myself. So being a face and being like, hey guys,
come
vote for me on So You Think. Here I am in rehearsal. Here I am, and taking pictures and videos. I would always forget to do that. One, because I never had my phone on me. So I always lost the opportunity to be like, oh, with the choreographer in rehearsal, boomerang.
You know, who would have thought that you'd be too busy rehearsing
Right.
to be able to take a fucking selfie?
God forbid.
Jesus. Shame on you, producers.
Right.
From Chile, how'd you get into comedy?
Yes.
Walk us down this road. Tell our audience like who you are, like as far as like how you got into this business.
Well, I'm from Santiago, Chile, in South America. This is like the last country on the planet, probably, like right next to the Antarctica.
Yeah.
And I grew up there, and I was watching like cable channels, and I just started watching specials of HBO. At the time, there was no that many comedy in Chile. I mean, there was like all joke tellers, like TV personalities tell jokes, but not like stand-up comedy. And I watched Eddie Murphy Raw, and I watched, I mean, it was like a loose black special from at the time. I watched like a bunch of specials, and I started thinking about like trying to do something like that in Chile. So with a couple of friends, years later, we started doing the first like proper stand-up comedy shows there. I think it was like around 2007 or something.
Wait, so are you kind of like the Martin Luther King for Chilean stand-up comedy?
Thank you for saying that. Thank you. I was waiting for someone finally address that, you know? Kind of. You know, I had a dream, and the dream was doing stand-up. And then we started doing a TV show. We started doing tours. It was really successful right away. And a bunch of my friends still are there doing stand-up, doing shows. But then I decided to move to America, trying to like do things in another language, starting to start all over again in a new place. And I moved here 2 years ago, and I'm starting doing stand-up in English now. And I tried to have a balance between both worlds. I travel to Chile all the time to keep still doing shows. I travel to Mexico a lot. I have a fan base there. I've been traveling all over South America. I did a tour in Australia this year. So I work everywhere, and now I'm working in 2 languages, and that's my life.
Nice.
And that's it. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, that's awesome, man. I don't think the audience, maybe your Chilean audience, your Mexican audience probably realize it, but I don't know if the people in the studio realize just how big you are in Chile. Like you do your research, and you're popping, man. You are what Trevor Noah was to stand up in South Africa is like what you are to Chilean stand up, I would say.
That sounds cool. I didn't have the same story of Trevor Noah, thank God. But yeah, it was rough. I read his book.
Bit of a rough time.
Yeah, I can't write that book. My book is gonna be like 3 pages of like, it was all fun. And the thing is, I've been doing comedy there for 10 years, more than 10 years, like 12. And we were the first, so there's a lot of people who really like enjoy our work. And it's fun to be there. It's fun to do shows for like big crowds and having blasts with like Chilean audience. But like my mind now is like trying to like do more material and do more shows here in LA. And since I moved here, I realized this is probably the hardest town to find gigs in America. You know? So it's a lot of work. It's also a lot of fun. You make a lot of friends. You meet a lot of cool people. But it's a new game. You know, so sometimes, I'm in Chile doing like an arena, and next week I'm for 5 people in Culver
Are you
City.
doing arenas? That's what I was going to ask you. What kind of gigs are you playing? You're doing fucking arenas in Chile? Like, how many people does that see?
Right now, like last week we did a big show with a friend, and it was like a 5K. The audience was like around, I mean, I can show you a picture. I didn't count the numbers, but it's a
thousands, right?
We can bring big crowds now, but it took us like 10 years. You know, it was a lot of work and building and explain because people here, stand-up comedy has been here for like 60 years or something. You know, but in Chile it was so new that I remember people thought it was like karaoke. You know, like. These guys are just going stage and just like
they just talk
without the music. Like this karaoke without the music. And still, sometimes I do shows and people are like, "Oh, you should do shows in our bar." And I go to check the place and it's like just impossible. You know, it's like a sushi place or something. You know.
I should do it anyway. While you're eating sushi, just bang bang.
Yeah.
Some sushi, hit a joke.
That's also fun. Yeah. But
sure
it's still like a work in progress there. Yeah. But there's a lot of great comedians in South America, and the cool thing is Netflix now is putting out there a bunch of like great comics from Mexico and Colombia and Argentina, so you can check them everywhere. And I think there's a cool, like really like a good generation of stand-up comedians there now.
Question: Did you receive any like negative social feedback as you were trying to do it from maybe older people in the area? You know, don't like people talking a certain way. Maybe they don't like you making fun of Jesus or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of that at all?
With a couple of friends, we did a TV show and we started doing they were so dumb. If you watch them now, you'll be like, no one can get angry about this. But we started doing a sketch when Jesus was Chilean. So it was like a Latino Jesus. He was like playing soccer and, it was so nice with Jesus. Jesus was so cool, and I obviously like all the people just get crazy angry. And by the way, Chile is really conservative. It's a really conservative country, and we have a story of like the dictatorship who was there for many years, and he really like changed the culture to like this really like. I don't know, divorce is like a thing that happened in 1995, like it is so old fashioned in so many ways that people just get so angry at us. But I mean, now once again, like the younger people is more, the internet saves us all and at the same time gives us a lot of trouble. But it's at some point, like internet really changed the mind of a generation. And now people get fun of everything, can get a laugh with Jesus.
Nice. Laugh along with Jesus. We just happen to have Black Jesus sitting right next to you. Jesus.
Speaking of marriage, you're now on your third marriage. And Laura Bush really supported literacy when she was first lady. Michelle Obama, childhood obesity. Do you know what your wife would make as her signature issue if she was first lady of the United States of America?
I think Melania, a great signature issue that she could have is a great pair of tits.
Excuse me?
A great pair of tits.
But what would that do for America?
Well, what can a great pair of tits not do for America?
Well, how is that going to help poor people or young children growing up?
Well, give them something to look up to and aspire to. And, for a young man, he'll be like, I want that in my life, somewhat of a model, mentor, wife figure. And for women, that is what an ideal pair of tits looks like. And they would know that. So
if she was first lady, she would be promoting great pairs of tits.
Great pairs of tits. Really great ones.
Okay. Wow. This is really quite a surprising interview, Mr. Trump.
You're welcome.
Morning, after I was told by a law enforcement source that she appeared to be have a medical issue and had to be taken out of the Ground Zero area.
Oh, man, Mrs. Clinton, we got y'all right on time before anybody got a chance to see you fall.
Mrs. Clinton. Mrs. Clinton, are you okay? Check her pulse. Check her pulse. Check her pulse.
She's dead.
No. I knew I should have taken that job from Bernie.
This November, the Secret Service has a secret of their own.
What kind of candidate says she's going to be the president and dies on?
Let me check. Harrison, Taylor, Harding, Roosevelt, Lincoln, Garfield.
What are we going to do? If she's dead, we're out of a job. I don't know, man. Keep her walking, keep her talking, and everything is good.
We get her in the White House and we make up policies.
Yes.
Let's go.
We're going, yeah.
First question. So here's the problem with your immigration plan. It's full of empty promises.
Well, look, I like tacos a lot, but get the Mexicans out. Get them out.
Super delegates give it 2 thumbs up.
She's dead. She's dead. Oh. That's it. Nail her. High five me while you nail her.
The greatest movie never deleted.
Hey, she can't talk today. Had her wisdom teeth out yesterday. So, waving.
I like quesadillas. I like guacamole. I like.
Is Donald Trump her enemy, man?
I can't do Hillary. Nice. But yeah. Woo.
A hard-hitting comedy and a surefire knockout hit.
Hillary, you animal, you're insatiable.
How does nobody know she's dead?
Super delegates give it 2 thumbs up.
In my opinion, the black race is superior, and that's a fact.
Falling into theaters near you this November.
Go Hillary.
Oh! It's fine. She's dead.
Bill's in there. He wants to have sex with her. What do we do?
Does she know? I fuck that shit.
Oh, fuck that.
All right, Mr. Lochte, you know why you're being interrogated here today?
Oh yeah, because we're filming another commercial.
No, we're not.
You're here because of what happened at the gas station the other night. You said you were held at gunpoint?
Yeah, for sure. That 100% happened.
Okay, tell us more.
We were out there. We were helping a bunch of kids draw stuff on the sidewalk, and it was raining thunder. And the guy pulled a gun to my head, and I was like, well, whatever, because I'm super chillax like that. And then the gun started shooting crocodiles and bullets. There were bullets there too, and I was like, oh, and they missed me. And then I got out there and I won a bunch of gold medals.
Yeah, those are all lies.
Yeah.
Why don't you start by telling us who you were with?
Yeah.
Yo, this is years old, and it is so funny as hell.
His son Boomer
is 3-month-old.
Katie
Oh,
Ledecker's
Brian
world
killed it.
records.
Brian Hunt. Shout out
and
to
that
Brian
fat catcher
S.
kid
Hunt.
from Sandlot.
Dad style.
Dun, dun, dun.
You lie to us, it's only going to make things worse.
Oh, don't worry. I've never lied down in my entire life.
All right, look, we don't want any trouble. Just tell us what happened and we'll let you go.
All right. Me and 3 buddies, we went out.
Okay, why?
We heard there was a dead body and we wanted to check it out.
All right, good. Who was with you?
River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, and the fat kid from The Catcher in the Rye.
Okay, that's the plot from Stand By Me and a book. And that's not the same fat kid. That's a fat Jerry O'Connell.
Not me. I want some water.
Yeah, I think
Now
this
talk.
is like the funniest. This has millions of hits. Yo, we did so much
I
good
can't
work
swim in
in
this.
the bags, man. This is technically
Oh, maybe I can.
Now I don't know. We don't make any money. But we made such great stuff.
I want you to watch this surveillance video.
Oh,
Now,
well,
that's
you gotta be
clearly
frank.
you and the other 3 swimmers breaking down that bathroom door.
Oh, no, that's not me.
What do you mean? No one else on earth has hair that hideous. That's Ryan Lochte. You're Ryan Lochte.
I'm Ryan Lochte. Son Boomer.
Please, Ryan. Just tell us the truth and we can all go home.
I wasn't robbed. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes.
I don't know that song. I know California Girls by Katy Perry. California
Get this
girls are
asshole
up in
outta
Canada,
here.
Singing a dance and dancing a Buick.
Breathe.
Ryan.
Stop
Ryan.
holding your breath.
How long was that one?
8 seconds.
Wow.
Classic. Because this is a longer one. That's the long version. We'll save that one. So I guess we are close to. I'll play one more thing before we get into it. Actually, one more thing to get us an even 9 o'clock start. You know what? I'm gonna play my song, but from the Vivo instead of playing it from my computer. Play my new song. Go check it out. Paging Dr. Umar. Go check it out on the Spotify and whatnot. Let me see if I can look it up on Spotify. Let me see here. Dr. Umar. Paging Dr. Umar. Let me share this page. So, paging Dr. Umar. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, and here I am. YouTube. No, better. Where else they got it? No. Very interesting. Oh, that's Microsoft. See, I fucks with Google. Google treats me with respect. I don't think Microsoft treats me with enough respect. Anyway, that's. Oh, yo, shout out to StreamYard. That's what we're using right now. I got the little gold package. I'm thinking about getting like the super duper package, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's needed. I'm doing pretty good with the gold package. But anyway, we get into the show after this finished playing. Oops. I messed it up. I messed it up. Oh, this is the one that they load up the system song without the video. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. Evo. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, I found it. I found the video. Okay, I found the video. All right, see, I had upload. I got the digital distribution, so they put it out everywhere. So they make me like an individual music page and the stuff for Apple Music. But they also made me a Vivo, so I'm gonna get myself someplace on Vivo. Y'all need to go to my Vivo and play, cause I'm big time. I got a Vivo. I'm big time. Ah! Check it out.
We do politics over Punani. We do education
Don't get
over
the show started
FTC.
after the video starts. The song's only 2 minutes long.
Literacy over linguistic. When you get it, it's clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, when you get it, it's clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl.
From the skinny to the biggie, ain't no plastic in the body. Keep that trash away from kitty. Like my ladies reading the way that nature made them. Curly hair the nation, chocolate fragmentation. We like the ladies, lady flavor basket, Robin skinny waisted. Don't get it wrong, we even take them yellow, brown, Caucasian. Patron Dr. Umar, ain't no bunny hopping. Too far. The natural queens coming all sizes, dropping stars.
N-A-T-U-R-A-L, when you get it, it's clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, when you get it, it's clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural
It's going down. Like Trump in the house. Body parts soft, clean, jean pillows popping. Tasty water flows, nappy heads steady rocking. Where your man at? Well, I'm here now. All that big chat, it ain't here now. Protection in the building. Family beat the drilling. Cooking for the kids and get me piece of bit of dealing. My trusted counsel when I get my piece of bigger building. Keep the family diet clean. I need a
N-A-T-U-R-A-L, when you get it, it's clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, when you get it, it's clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. Hey, we do murder over money, and we do righteousness over your activity. I need a natural girl. A Big Papa African.
And it is Noodle Free Mondays, and we're in the game and we're jumping it off. It's 9 o'clock in 1 minute, so that's close enough. I was just posting links, getting into it. I'm Poppy Carter Bad Boy. Got Bolo M Tautology, one of my cohorts with me right here. You're still awake over there?
Yeah, I'm really good. It was really good.
Heck yeah, I see you got the whole new crew out there and whatnot.
Yeah, I pulled out the Meebo. So I got my man, and it was Tom Nook. He's the entrepreneur extraordinaire.
Is that Animal Crossing?
Yeah, that's from Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Pikachu and Robot, Rob the Robot, the original robot of the NES and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just rolling with my Nintendo crew today. Emo's around here somewhere.
He's walking around the room, and Ziggy, you back online? You back online?
Sorry, there is nothing for me to resume.
All right, whatever. Ziggy was offline for a second there, but he's back online. All the power went off. We had a lightning storm for him.
Oh yeah, I forget. You still live in the third world, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Power go down. It's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah. No, same thing here too. Same thing here. The power is these buildings are like from the 20s. So every once in a while, especially when it's really hot outside and everybody's like running air conditioners, like one of those transformers will blow.
Yeah.
And the block will be down for like 3 days, no power. We'd be using candles and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is. At least, that's how it is. Excellent. And I forget, July 4th is coming up, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Tuesday this year.
Okay. So if anybody who lives on the West Coast, particularly Los Angeles, you know that our Latino cousins love July 4th. About 2 weeks beforehand, they start to fire off an hourly rocket bomb from about 10 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning to advertise sale of fireworks. I just heard 3 just go off now. So that's probably the guy promoting the sale of fireworks. On July 4th, it's going to sound like Iraq when you go outside. Like you'll look all around the city and all you're going to hear is boom, 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 boom. I'm talking about from 4 in the afternoon till 6 in the morning. I'm talking like there's an actual war going on. Oh my God. I mean, even every holiday is fireworks for my Latino peoples. So I gotta give them props. They know how to party. And whatnot. So how I know. So what's going on, Bo? What's the wrap up? What's cracking?
Listen, man, I'm just working every day. I'm tired. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, you said you work in a new spot or?
Nah, it's the same spot. I'm just official now with them. So, I'm doing like 3 different hustles, like I normally do. But one of them, I'm an actual member now. They can, fire me at will or whatever now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can hit a button, but it's a different button. They gotta actually, sit me down with human resource or whatever,
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, that's all right. Right to work. So is Pennsylvania a right to work state?
Right to work. I don't know what that means.
Well, California, Arizona, and like several states like Texas, of course, Florida, usually red states with Republicans. There's this thing that's called right to work. What that means is they can fire you for any reason whatsoever, and it's legitimate. So I can say that Bolo was stinking. We ain't like his thing. Oh, Bolo had an attitude problem, and they can fire you for that. So let's look that up so you can see something about that. I know everybody.
Wow. We don't. Here it's called at will, so they can. You know what I mean? It's just that now you can. You can sue them or whatever, but they. You can't sue nobody. So
yeah,
it's on that double kind of. It's on a wink type tip. That's how the Democrats do. They on some causery and sophistry type shit. They ain't trying to. So that's why we have the gig apps here. That's their buffer to be able to do what you're kind of saying. Like they'll have it listed on the thing like make sure you don't stink or whatever on the app. But once you build your reputation on the app and everything, like I got hired for a job and they wasn't sure about me or whatever because I ain't put a picture online or whatever.
Yeah.
And they decided to go with somebody else. So I still got paid. But they cancel within time, it's just weird how they can do that now. They can just cancel you and fire you, you know what I mean? With the buffer, with the app or whatever. So like I had one that I went and I worked the whole shift and I was supposed to come back the next day. And at the end of the shift, dude just like, he's not a good fit. But it wasn't because of my performance or anything. they ain't want me around because I'm actually doing some work and everybody. That means everybody got to do some work,
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's the game. That's how it be, man.
It is what it is. I'm sitting here looking up the fireworks. You mentioned fireworks. We have fireworks around here every year, and I just wanted to see when are they. We do fireworks in my neighborhood every year, and I want to make sure. I want to see when.
Like they do like a good show or something.
Yeah, they do a good show right at my lake.
Maybe there's a video of it. What's the lake called? What's the township called? What's the area called?
Ridley Park, Lakeview.
Ridley Park, July 4th fireworks. Here we go. Here's one from, I guess. When's the last time you went?
I go every year. Okay, it's Saturday. It's this Saturday at 7.
Okay. Well, let's see. Relevant spot upload date. All right, so last one was, I guess, 5 months ago. So this must have been last year's, I guess. All right, let's look at last year's. Let's see here. All right. Pause this.
Okay, this was last year.
This was posted by iPod Buff, fair use. He got 545. Go subscribe to iPod Buff. Check out his stuff. Fair use, fair use. We're just using this fireworks video to show people the fireworks that's in Volo's neighborhood. Of course, it's a good fair use situation, and we have no problem. But we want to show these great fireworks. Get hyped for July 4th, baby! Woo! What's this envelope? Oh, damn, what the hell y'all doing? Oh, they bad with the camera.
Yeah, they are.
Is that the lake?
Yeah, that looks like it. Yeah, that's it. I might have been right next to him.
Oh, you might have to go closer.
What are they launching from the island in the middle?
Yeah. Not in the middle.
Actually, I think I might have heard your voice in the background just now.
Yeah. I might have been right. Like, that's kind of where I was at last year.
Yeah.
Woo.
So give us some commentary. So you said they're launching from like an island in the middle of the lake?
No. It's the lake. It's on the back end of the lake. And the people are in front of this elementary school.
Okay. So they're launching from the land.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. You know how like Six Flags don't have like a boat or like a platform,
Yeah.
Or like, Penn's Land have like a platform or something out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo!
They did a pretty serious job.
Oh no, it's a good show.
Yeah. Theoretically, this is taxpayer dollars going up in smoke.
Oh yeah.
But it's entertaining. I'd rather fireworks than guns.
Woo! Wow.
This was like a really legitimate deal here. Like this is like
Yeah, it's a good show, man. They have a little food stands and everything, and it's in front of Boone's old school. This elementary school.
Nice. Do the thugs come out there?
Nah, we ain't in that kind of community, man.
Well, according to history, if there's Caucasians there, there's thugs there. Allegedly. This is a really good fireworks deal. Like my man Arm got tired. He's like, ah, dang. Whew, let me switch hands up out of this jump.
He might have been like the first time I took him there. He might have been 3. He was young.
Yeah.
He was amazed though.
Yeah. He's been up there for a clean decade, huh?
Yeah.
You're like an official part of that community. You should be like the dad that goes to the school and controls the kids. Hey, oh my God, that's Mr. Fleming. Oh my God, Mr. Fleming, you better act right. You control the hose. Boy, why you make the glass, boy?
I found my I was the Cub Scout. I was I was part of this Cub Scouts.
Yeah, I remember you said you did that for a minute while he was in it or something.
Yeah, I did it for maybe 3 years. The Cub Scouts before COVID hit.
Yeah. I think everything that happened in the last 5 years I was doing that before COVID hit.
Yeah. And once COVID hit, everything.
It's like, go back that up for about 2 years. You know what I mean? But Joe Biden said it's over now. So you could just start kissing your neighbors mouth to mouth, baby.
Nah. A lot of these companies are still running. They still running. You got to get the shot.
Because y'all stupid. Put it like this: if you have a pre-existing conditions and you've already been taking the jab, then you got to keep taking it because the jab makes you susceptible to new stuff. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a drug that you hooked on. After you take like 4, 5, 6, 7 of the jabs, you got to keep taking it. The minute you stop taking it, you won't get sick. So it's better to like kind of chill early and just not mess with it. And plus, 30% of people are asymptomatic. Allegedly. This is no factual information, not verified by anything. Please don't put the little thing under my streams that Wikipedia.
Asymptomatic, allegedly.
This is like a really serious fireworks display, bro.
Oh yeah,
okay, this is 20 minutes long. Okay, we're stopping that. This is going. That's about to go for 13 more minutes. I think we've had enough fireworks. But so that's a real deal right there.
Oh yeah, it's a finale and everything. It gets real hectic.
Wow, yeah, that looked really good and whatnot. Anything else from the weekly wrap or any plans coming up for this July 4th spectacular?
Well, that's going on Saturday, so I might go get the boy and come up here and check it out Saturday, and then he probably chill with his mom on Sunday, and we'll figure out the rest of the week. Tuesday is actually the 4th of July, so my dad liked to barbecue, so we're gonna go over there and barbecue, and figure it out and enjoy one day at a time, man.
Nice. That sounds like a master plan. Oh yeah, I didn't even know the damn holiday was coming. It's like, yeah, we got Monday and Tuesday off at my job meeting today. I was like, why would they do that? And they said, oh, it's July 4th. I'm like, oh? I'm like, well, damn. Okay.
So y'all get 2 days off.
Yeah, like what I really want to do is I want to go to Catalina, like Roger Rabbit.
Catalina. Okay.
Well, you don't know what Catalina is?
Nah.
Okay, so we're gonna. Oh wait, Damn, I wonder if I'm gonna get in trouble for playing it. Let's see. We'll
Oh,
play. We'll play less than 30 seconds to try because I'm doing really good with talking on YouTube. They're starting to understand that I review things with proper fair usage, so YouTube should be understanding. Let me see. Catalina, Roger Rabbit.
I ain't see Roger Rabbit in 20 years.
Let me see. See, there was a scene in Roger Rabbit where the detective was talking to his old girlfriend that was mad at him about how they used to go to Catalina Island. But I don't see like a quick access to that. They should have had that right out there. And back when they used to have something called the red card and went through the whole city, went all the way out to the beach, and then you could go out to Catalina from the beach on the Witchman joint. No. But Roger Rabbit, classic film. One of my favorite all-time films. Still in the smash, Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, jeez.
She's just got. She looks like the girl that Zion Williams got pregnant, but more real.
Is she supposed to be Mariah Carey's model after Mariah Carey?
Well, I think the concept was the updated Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, okay.
You know, the updated Marilyn, because they actually had Betty Boop actually in it. So she was like the updated Marilyn Monroe. Like Betty Boop was the old Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Jessica Rabbit was the new Marilyn Monroe. You know what I mean? That's all that was. You know, just a terrible, dirty, dangerous broad. Can't be trusted as far as you can see her because it's not that she's bad. She's just drawn that
Drawn badly.
That shit is hard. She's like, it's not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Right? Yeah, that's the greatest movie of all time. Go see Who Framed Roger Rabbit, everybody.
Yeah, you're gonna have me watch it.
Oh, and all right. So let me look up. Let's see here. That's LA. You know what? I'll put it in the YouTube. Should get better. Let's see. Boom. It's probably like a little quick short video you can watch, so I can show you what Catalina Dock. I've been out there twice. This is my favoriteest place in the world. Let me see if they got a little short video here somewhere. Let's see. All right, we'll do this 5-minute one. This one's really short. So this is my spot right here. So this is my favorite place to go. It's right near America. You don't gotta go to the Caribbean. Now, when you're on the East Coast, it's a big deal.
So I just got back from Catalina Island with a bunch of my closest friends. It was my first time there. We stayed in Avalon.
All right.
Back and forth. The one we took, Catalina.
Yeah.
Mode of transportation.
All right, so here you go.
It's only run about 7 a.m. Enjoy the ride out. Right when we landed with transportation. It's
all right.
super weird. We put a helicopter in. There's a service.
You can either take a helicopter
from 3 different areas
you basically
mainland
catch.
California. It's also good to know that the shuttle doesn't
Catalina
run 24 hours a
ticket,
day, so you
buy
need to
this
book ahead of time.
like
From what I could tell, they generally run about 7 nights. So I spent the entire trip dolphin and just enjoy the ride out.
Like an
right
hour
when we landed,
ride
we
on a
found
big
out
ass
that
boat.
golf carts are the main
And you
mode
see how
of
we getting off?
transportation. It's
This is
super
2
weird.
hours
It's not
off
jarring.
because
It's just
everybody
kind of
drives golf
odd.
carts.
It's like
That's
you
the
don't see
cars
cars,
there, yo.
you see golf carts, and it's kind of utopian. It feels like you're in Disneyland. You definitely don't need a golf cart to get around. You can rent them for $50 an hour, which is ridiculous. But this town is pretty small. It's pretty dense. It's about 3,000 year-round residents. So, I mean, what do you expect? It's quite walkable.
The main supermarket in Avalon is a Vons.
Super packed all the time, but the prices are actually quite reasonable. They don't gouge them super hard. That's the place to go, especially if you want to stock up for food for the weekend. Totally recommend it. That's what we did. Also, there's a thing about the Catalina.
What's this?
Number one,
Careful.
you've got rattlesnakes on the island, so you have a poisonous snake species.
Catalina is 80% wildlife
It's like a
reserve.
super healthy population.
Yo, dog,
Then you've
there's
got
deers in the
Catalina
street, bro.
island fox.
Like right
They're
outside the
super,
crib
super
with wolves and foxes.
Really, really small. We only got to see one. when
And
we
there's
kinda
bison.
ventured
I
up
went
in the
to a
hills.
camp where there was
And then
bison.
the weird one, buffalo. American
Buffalo,
bison.
yes,
Like,
dog.
not
I
roaming
almost
the hills
walked
of
into a
Wyoming,
buffalo playing
but
with my
on
cell phone
Catalina
late at
Island.
night.
Apparently,
Warning.
left over from a movie, so they brought
Yeah,
a
they shot a
buffalo
movie and left the
then
buffalo there.
ended up not needing the buffalo
I
scene,
stayed
and
at
just
this
left
camp.
the
You
buffalo
see this
there.
camp right here?
Started
That?
mating. Now you've
I
got a
stayed
whole
here.
population of buffalo on
I spent
Catalina.
like 3
I'm an
days
extreme
here.
cheapskate. I don't go out that much, but the food prices in Catalina were pretty expensive for going out. It was shocking, and the whole
But no,
weekend.
Catalina's
I think this will tell
bougie.
you the
What
best
you gotta do
spots
is you
to
gotta
go,
pre-buy your
but
stuff.
people walk through the door. So I didn't find any.
They got
only a
great
few roads,
restaurants.
some sort of pass, like a local pass to take them to another beach or just in there. So you can contract it out, but just as a normal tourist,
Yeah, beach water. But this is Catalina. This is
explore. There are some
basically
activities
1
to do, like,
hour
of course,
off.
walking around and
Okay, you see
window
how it is?
shopping
It's like a
for
beach
after
dog.
shopping,
It's like it's
boutique
all the
shopping.
time. There's nothing
There's a
but
little pier that
fishermen
you
there. You
can
see
spend a
all
lot of
this?
time on. The
A bunch
beaches.
of fishermen coming here with
Pretty
these
small.
big ass
The one beach
200,
that I loved
500,000
was
pound
in the
fish.
interior.
They're cutting them up. Then he
It
catch
was,
four
I
fish
don't
and
even
shit.
remember what it was called, but I flew my drone, got some amazing shots. It looks
and it's beautiful, bro.
Sometimes it feels like it has everything. We went out and played.
Feel like you
and it kind
dog.
of plays, but in
And I'm gonna tell you the part that this guy won't say because he's not a real ninja. There are only 2 police officers for the whole city. So as long as you don't draw, you literally can do anything you want while you're on that island. And it's 2 hours off just the water up here. And it's technically Los Angeles. The Catalina Island. In one of the old comedy movies, they had something called the Catalina Wine Mixer. Let me see. Wine Mixer. It was like a funny old comedy thing. Let me see. Video. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Right. See here. So this is from the movie Step Brothers, the Catalina Wine Mixer.
Francis
Oh, where's my banner? My very banner.
Hey, great job,
But
fuckface.
basically,
You just
they're
busted
in
my nut.
Catalina.
This party's shot.
Just relax. I didn't realize.
I do not.
And they're in Catalina, and they're basically getting in trouble. And they had a nice party out in Catalina, and I guess
Nancy.
I had never been to Catalina, but we all had known about it. So that's what it happened. They went to Catalina, which is like the Allen party. And I guess we all right, I'm doing that to avoid fair use and copyright concerns. Excellent, excellent. All right, why does this thing stop playing? Stupid. Anyway, so we're back in the game. Any other wrap-up stuff there, Bolo?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know, coming from Saturday's show, you know, pretty much the wrap up.
Nice. Excellent.
And yourself, man, what's going on?
Nothing. I just did a couple comedy shows this weekend. I was recording one of my artists, recording some new songs. I'm still working on trying to promote my little music. So I think I got my TikTok videos up around 10,000 for the video, even though, you know, I'm doing some promotion, of course. So the video is doing pretty good, I guess. Whatever. I don't know how this works, but whatever. But I'm trying to promote it. And that girl that I showed in the early interview, Yoi Apollinario, I know her because I interviewed her. So I was thinking of hitting her up and asking about paying her some money to dance to the song, to maybe give a boost of virality. So I'm trying to do what everybody says you should do, you know. And this seems to be going well. I just need some big booty 304s.
Oh,
I can dance to the song, and I'm in there, bro. All I need is somebody to pop to that joint a couple times, and it's a hit. So we'll see. I'm doing my part. And if not, I'm working on a new album because I'm trying to do my whole new style now since I'm older. If you may notice, there's a gray going on here. And things are a little shiny up top, if you get what I'm saying. So I want to be more responsible because sooner or later, I'm a nut in somebody and have a boom too, right? So I want to give what I call conscious trap. Well, it sounds like strip club music. It sounds like gangster music. But when you listen to the words, there's no curse words, and it's about something positive. But if you're not really listening to it, it sounds like your typical troublemaker stuff. So I'm trying to create that style of music. I think that's the future because when I was recording my video, there was an 8-year-old boy and a 10-year-old boy that were dancing all over the place. I destroyed their video by mistake. I meant to keep it. There's a 60-year-old ex-military guy that was dancing around my video. 5 or 7 other guys that were between 30 and 40 with their kids started dancing as they walked by when they heard the song. And girls were dancing, and young girls were recording me while I was dancing. Everybody of every shape, race, creed, size, and age enjoyed that song. So if you don't like Paige and Dr. Umar, you ain't cool. Oh, we got BAS in the house. We got BAS in the house. Somebody
there
call
he is.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? Way to save the
My
day.
bad. I was
Man.
watching my show. That shit was a little good, so you know what I mean. My bad. Was a little bit late.
That's okay. You was watching the show. Give us a report. What was you watching?
No, I'm watching that Jordan Seuss joke, man. It's just crazy what the motherfucker doing in my bad, corporate America.
Oh, the suit. Oh yeah. The corporate American boys, they grinding something.
My bad.
That's all right. That means it's working.
Yes, sir. My bad. What's up with y'all though?
Nothing, man. Chilling. I just realized July 4th was coming up soon. Once I heard all these explosions from your Latino cousins out there playing with fireworks.
What happened right here? I'm in the car, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Volo to it, but we gotta go into a crazy ass storm right now. So
Yeah.
all that
My
rain is
power
loud
went
as
out.
shit.
Like really bad rain or something?
Yeah, bro. It started to get flooding in front of my crib. Remember I showed you that one time?
Oh, the swimming pool?
Yeah, about to come back out, I think. It's already building up and shit. I gotta move my car back.
Uh-oh.
And my car still ain't moving, so I gotta literally, do the old school way, push the bitch. Volo, what's up, man? I see you got the bandits over there.
I'm rolling with the Meebos today. You know what I'm saying? Especially my man Tom Nook. You know he about that paper them bells.
Got Pikachu up there and shit.
Right.
So what's up, then you?
Nah, man, chilling, man. Just doing shows. I got my little rap song that I put out, Paging Dr. Umar. I'm trying to promote. I'm up around 10,000 views on the TikTok, and I got my Vivo page now. So I got the, they got the Vivo. So I'm like big time. I got a Vivo page and whatnot. So I got my little video up, and I got the little Vivo sign in the corner, and I'm promoting it. It's on Apple and Spotify, and just promoting it and doing some paid promotion. And I'm gonna try to pay a dancer, and I'm doing comedy shows and getting drunk and also.
Trying to be a what?
Huh?
Did you say dancer? You say you trying to be a dancer and shit?
Yeah, her name is Yoey Apolinario. She was on a show called So You.
Oh, I thought you were trying to be a dancer. My bad.
Well, I used to be a dancer when I was younger, but I sucked at it. When I first came back from college and I couldn't find a job, I tried to get a stripper job at that spot that's on Germantown Ave across from the McDonald's. There's a spot across from McDonald's where the bitches go to see niggas dance.
Shit.
It's like, you know how McDonald's is there and there's a park, right? And then next to the park, right before the corner of Germantown, there's a couple of stores and some upstairs shady looking shit.
We're talking about going up your way, though. We're talking about going up your way, Germantown, right?
Yeah, up our way. Up Germantown, like going uptown and shit, like Germantown and like, up our way type shit.
I know what you're talking about.
Green, like that area type shit, right?
G and Shelton.
Yeah, right. Shelton. Where that McDonald's is at. You know that
I know you at.
Where the gas station.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then it's
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I went down there and shit to the joint, and the bitch, I went there, I didn't know what I was doing, but I could dance, and I used to dance with bitches in college. That's how I used to get pussy, right? I used to dance with a bitch and break it. I just danced the bitch into submission. I don't even think it's legal nowadays. But back then it was legal to dance a bitch into submission, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a good. I was like, I can't get a regular job. I couldn't get a job at McDonald's. I couldn't get a job as a doorman. I couldn't get a construction job. I couldn't get a job working at anything I applied to. I applied to 30 jobs and got nothing.
And it sounded like you were locked up and shit.
Nigga, and all I did was go to college for 2 years and not graduate and have no crimes, right? But I couldn't get a job. So
that's crazy.
And some girl I knew was somewhere I passed by it or something. And I was like, yo, maybe I should try to be a stripper. I'm a big nigga. Bitches want to, I can dance. I said, maybe if I go out, I might be able to make some money being a stripper. And the chick was like, she's going to try. And the bitch came out, right? And she looks at me. You know, it's a fat bitch, right? Oh, allegedly. I don't want to disrespect the size of women. She was thick and healthy. But a bitch that was strong built, a strong built young lady. She came out and she looks me up and down like, man, you ain't ready for this. You're just a baby, and told me to get the hell out of there. And I went out there, head hanging down, and then I went to get a job selling hot dogs at remember when it was the first Union Stadium back when Iverson was still playing at the very end?
Yeah.
I was working there selling hot dogs. While I'm looking out there like, I could be playing with them. I had a dream once. Here's your hot dog, sir. Here's your hot dog, sir. So that was that. It went down. But no, same old shit, just cutting up, man. Ain't nothing going on. So what else? Any other wrap up stuff?
Well, this week was quiet. You know what I mean? I've been in the crib all week and shit while I'm dealing with this shit with my car and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only excitement I had this weekend was the BET Awards and shit. Tyler Perry let that shit be hood again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
real talk, I stayed in the house, but I forgot that shit was here and whatnot. Like, there was a whole bunch of stuff going on around me. And I think the actual event is right down the street from my crib and shit, but I just stayed in the house because everybody
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
I was happy that they finally acknowledged fucking Busta Rhymes and shit.
Yeah. What did they give him, like a lifetime award or something?
Yeah, and they did like a tribute and everything for him and shit.
Okay, that's dope. That's
Started
dope.
crying on the stage and everything. I was like, I felt this pain. Cause damn, I grew up on Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Bust.
You know what I
Busta
mean?
Rhymes is one of my top 5 greatest rappers. He's one of the reasons I rap and entertain the way I do. Shout out and perform. He's my number one performer. Him and Puff Daddy are my top 2 performance, and KRS-One. They're my top 2 physical performance inspirations and my rap inspiration.
I was telling my son about that shit. That his showmanship is crazy.
Oh man, the boy's showmanship is it's everything. That energy and shit. When I like,
Yeah.
when I first
I mean, I think the performance he did last night could have been a little bit more full of energy, but he old. He can't jump like he used to do. I mean, he can't be jumping up and down like that.
Big head now. He got that big old steroid head. It looks like he's doing steroids.
Yeah.
His head is like this big now. I'm like, damn, Busta Rhymes. I don't remember. He used to be like me. He used to be like a skinny, slim, long motherfucker. Every time you see him now, y'all big and swole and buff and these muscles. Like, who been beating you up? Is somebody abusing you, Busta Rhymes? Like, what the fuck are you, Carrot Top nigga? You can pull it up on? That was it.
He definitely went through shit. Obviously, he had like 2 big ass veins on the side of his fucking neck. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Who?
Carrot Top, you still alive?
Yeah, Carrot Top's still alive. He got swole because people used to fuck with him and shit because they thought he was a sucker. Dog, even Dave Chappelle, bro. When I used to do the Comedy Store still before I quit that show, I used to see Dave Chappelle like once, twice a month. And dog, Dave Chappelle is swole up like he been fighting niggas. So I bet you he went through the same shit. With all that Rick James bitch and all that shit, and people thinking he a pussy and all that shit. So, and then he starts saying controversial stuff, and people start rolling up on him kind of crazy. Well, you think about it a little different when the guy's 6'1", 220 pounds. You know, before he was like 160, 170, but now David Chappelle is like all of them. If you notice, all the famous dudes, this old, they all like Dr. Dre. They all look like they fucking doing steroids and weights.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is another month. I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Dre big as shit.
Yeah, you ain't never been that strong in your life, nigga. Then you have a heart attack. Like, what the hell is going on? That's just crazy. But that's what happens when you deal with bitches that ain't shit.
Pretty much.
Yep, there it is. Oh, so speaking of bitches that ain't shit, allegedly, our noodle of the week is Malika Andrews. And that's that light-skinned half-breed girl that talks shit on the NBA stuff. She recently just did the second
no, I gotta see her.
And brought up his gun.
The only one I can think of is Taylor,
I'm not gonna
Taylor.
lie. Malika Andrews is fine as a motherfucker, but she is the devil on the inside.
Yo, Mr. C, I'm getting a bad feed off of you, bro.
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
Hello, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's the feed like? You heard what he said.
Yeah, y'all breaking up on me and shit.
No, I'm cool. You cool?
Okay. It's probably the weather and shit.
Let me get up and get back on real quick.
All right.
Yeah, you was cool with me. I'm good.
Okay, well, when somebody yells something out there like loud, you have to do some verification immediately. I shouldn't have to even ask.
Yeah, you might stutter once in a while, but not.
Once in a while. Well, I left everything off, so I took everything. So I got because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items to be on the 5G Wi-Fi. So what I do is I shut everything down. I shut down my job computer, shut down my personal. Put my PlayStation on sleep or whatever, and then I take my phone off so the Wi-Fi can just kind of focus on this computer. You know what I mean? But usually what it'll do is if something is wrong, it'll give me a warning because it'll show me the little Wi-Fi icon in the upper left corner. and it wasn't showing me that. So I'm like, okay, well, it's not showing me the icon. He should be back.
Nah, he in the middle of a thunderstorm. It was real bad around.
Yeah, I think it's the weather. It's the weather, the satellites and everything getting blocked. Even with my 5G, if it was a really bad thunderstorm, my internet wouldn't be working right. Okay, so let's see if we can find a short version of this. Let me see here.
What are we looking for?
Andrews on the Brandon Miller. Malika Andrews. Brandon Miller.
I'm sitting here watching this Player One on the side.
Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I found a nice short video. Here we go. 1 second. I found one. This fucking fine ass black man hating bitch. Allegedly.
Who?
Malika Andrews. She's a bitch that ain't shit. You're about to see this black man, this man hating bitch. Fine motherfucker. You know she date white guys too, right?
Of course.
But this bro
Andrews is back at it yet again, man. And I want to come on here and show you guys what Malika Andrews has been up to recently. Of course, you know, it's not good. You know, she seems to just continue to go out her way and highlight any negativity surrounding any of these black young male athletes. And she did it again with the second pick of the NBA draft. So with that being said,
by the way, fair use. I'm getting some self-talk news. Go check out self-talk news. Go follow and subscribe to his page and check out his work. He does a lot of great quick reviews and keeps you hot on current news. Fair use. Where's my fair use? No, we got new week. Fair use. We good and whatnot. Shout out to self-talk. Self-talk.
Yeah, man. Let's highlight what Malika Andrews had to say about Brandon Miller, the second pick of the NBA draft. Let's get right into this video. Let's check it out right here. Here's the video.
Miller, his name surfaced in court testimony involving a case where his former teammate and another man, they've been indicted for capital murder in the fatal shooting of 23-year-old Jamia Harris in January. The University of Alabama has described Miller as a cooperating witness. How is this factoring, if at all, into how teams are evaluating him?
Yeah, Malika, part of the
I don't think it would be brought up at all if it wasn't for Malika just bringing it up on national television right now.
I don't see the commissioner doing this during draft night. So it's like, why does Malika Andrews have to continue to?
Yeah, so that's the bar right there. So basically, y'all remember a couple of years ago when y'all heard one of the college players, his name was actually Darius Miles, like the NBA nigga, and he shot like his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, that kid right there was
I remember that.
Teammate. He called him to bring the hammer through. So Darius Miles owned a gun. He called Brandon Miller and was like, yo, Brandon, I need the strap. Bring it through. I want to make sure I'm straight. So he just was doing his homie a solid. Grabbed the gun. It was his roommate homie. Brought it, dropped it off, and he went about his business with the knife. He didn't know that Darius Miles was about to go wild out on his girl and some other boy, right? So he was considered in that case, but he was cleared of all things. He didn't do nothing wrong. He wasn't spent with it. But this fucking bitch, just like after the Boston thing, even when Udoka got fired, she brought up some shit about Joe Mazzulla, the new Boston dude. Like she always, this bitch right here, man. This bitch right, and she talked shit to Stephen A. Smith a couple times, and I don't even like that nigga. She made me defend this nigga. I don't like. Oh man,
let me meet that bitch. I'll make her feel like she really should be.
She fine though. I gotta get a bitch good. That's about it. But she pure evil. So Malika Andrews, the noodle of the week. What is y'all opinion on Malika Andrews? PAS.
Well, I really don't know exactly who she is, but if she is what you're saying, I'll treat that bitch like she ain't shit.
There you go. Exactly what she deserved.
You got my vote.
That's right. Well, what's your opinion on Malika Andrews?
I mean, these are those times, man. They give them the power to figure something out, and or they want to snitch. This is what they do.
Yeah, she's disrespectful. She was like, Stephen A. Stop it. You just whatever.
Yeah. It's that Me Too.
Wrong button.
Are we counting down?
Nah, it's the wrong button.
Oh, okay. Counting down from 30.
Now, what's he saying?
The B of the week, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's that Me Too era, man. They gonna go wild with it, and that's what they're using to destroy men again, and that's what she gonna do.
There it is. So that's our new of the week, Malika Andrews, and as fine as she is, fuck you, Malika. You're a bitch that ain't shit. All right, allegedly. All right, so excellent. All right, Bolo, Zelda report.
I'm playing it right now. I found my first town, so I'm in Calico Town or something like that.
Like the video game.
Yeah, like it's my official first town. Like it's a cute little town too. It's dope.
So question, is it like GTA and there's little dwarf bitches you can smash?
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Yeah, one came up to me and when I was
Wait, the bronze is pulling up on you?
Yeah. She was amazed at me using
You sound like
this,
that shit that they talked about on Big Bang Theory and shit.
I'm finding new devices and a whole bunch of them popped out and she was like, "Wow, I never seen it like that before." I'm
You better be
definitely
careful
making
with
a
them
meme out of
devices.
it.
Yo, watch that broad. She plotting.
You better be careful with them devices, Bolo.
That's right.
You don't know if that shit start shaking or it start ticking. You don't know what the fuck it is.
Right. You need an anti-bitches ain't shit device.
Right.
Right.
A potion. You need a potion for that.
Right. Anything else on the Zelda report?
I'm trying to find a shrine so I can finally get my fifth heart.
Oh, nice. So you gotta go. You got the pieces. You just gotta go pray or whatever.
Yeah. I can get 2 hearts if I want.
Yeah. If only real heaven worked like that. I could just go buy a couple of pieces and go pray. And it's like, all right, God's like, you're cool.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
You're cool. You prayed. You're good. I'll let you live another 100 years.
They're called Light of Blessings, and I got 9 of them.
Light of Blessings?
Yeah.
It sounds like some shit George Bush dad would have said. We got 10,000 points a lot. I don't like that shit. That shit sound racist. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. All right. Well, good. So that's the Zelda report and whatnot. And you're deep in that game right now.
Yeah, I'm playing it.
Bolo, what is an epistemologist?
A what?
What is an epistemologist?
I'm a tautologist. I just study things epistemologically.
Okay, look, you just made it worse. You just made it so much worse. Could you just stick to the epistemology explanation? All right, let's look at the definition of epistemology. All right, let's see.
No,
y'all lost me on that fucking word.
Epistemologist.
I'm a tautologist. I use epistemology to analyze philosophy, psychology.
All right. I found a.
Well, I just like to watch the streets. The streets tell me everything.
I'm experimenting with my fair use swag. Oh wait, what's this? Let me see if they let me play it. Let me see. Let me share it. Let me share it. And we're gonna have a short video that explains Volo's epistemology. Because if we ask Volo, we just could end up more confused. So let's see what we got. Fair use. Check out this website, thestudy.com. Learn less in epistemology.
Epistemology is the study of knowledge acquisition. It involves an awareness of certain aspects of reality, and it seeks to discover what is known and how it is known. Considered as a branch of philosophy, epistemology addresses cognitive sciences, cultural studies, and the history of science. Moreover, epistemology explains why our minds relate to reality and how these relationships are either valid or invalid. It is needed in order to distinguish between the truth and falsehood as we obtain knowledge from the world around us. Epistemology encompasses the construction of concepts, the nature of conditions.
Volo, does she know what she's talking about?
Yep, she's on point.
All right.
And the validity of
I love the graphics though.
This is a study
She got the graphics down, so good enough, right?
of epistemology enables us to think about the way we think. It is a useful method for evaluating the world around us. Accordingly, without epistemology, human beings would have no reason to believe in their thoughts and actions. Teachers would have no reason to give tests or assign classwork because there would be no difference between truth and error. We need a...
Oh, so this is like dating bitches that ain't shit. They don't know the difference between truth and them being an error-ass bro. Allegedly.
Yeah, I just hate how you try to make that shit sound so fucking smart.
I know, that's how they trick you. That's how they get you. The next thing you know, you in divorce court and they eat half your shit.
Epistemology in order to
Right,
assess
like-
reality and live our lives in successful pursuit of truth. One of the major questions we ask is, where does knowledge come from? Many philosophers have supposed that knowledge comes from reason. Thus, humans have the ability to reason, and therefore, they have the power to know.
All right, we'll call that that. That was a pretty good intro. So, Volo, she pretty much summed it up. Would you say that pretty much hit the home run right there?
Yeah, she did pretty good. You know, but I do look. I am a tautologist. I'm a little different in my analysis because I see epistemology, philosophy, and psychology as a triadic understanding of wisdom.
So, what is tautology?
I am tautology. I'm the tautologist. All right. I'm still working on helping people understand the difference between hardware and software. Hardware is physical.
Mhm.
Software is mental.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they need to know right now.
All right. Well, all right. So, since once again, Bolo's definition of tautology further complicated things. So let's see
Right.
if there's a basic explanation from this guy right here. Skip ads. Let's see what he's got. Let's skip his intro.
Will happen always, forever.
All right, here we go. Tautology definition.
Okay. This will happen always, forever, and eternally.
Oh yeah, let me give him
Now-
his credit too before we can get into it. Go check out my guy Is Where English. Go follow him. He got 162,000 subscribers. He must be fucking hoes. He don't look too good, but I bet you he got bitches that ain't shit all over his tip. 165, 2K. I see you, fat boy. Allegedly. But yeah, go follow Is Where English. This is his credit, his work. You know, fair use, fair use, fair use. Don't disrespect me, you two. We all fam out this Chomsky Bop. All right.
Clearly, two of those three words, always, forever, are superfluous, more than needed, and extra to our needs. They're
Now, I'm not gonna lie, this guy is worse than Volo. I'm more confused. All right, let me skip. What else he got to say? What does he do here? Let's see what he says. Here, let's skip.
Let's see. If you want to be clear, don't use tautology. If you want to be clear and concise, it's better not to use it. But this begs the that's a good phrase. This begs the question: is tautology always bad?
Yo, bro, whenever you put a video on, it's breaking up for me, bro.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I noticed I got a little
law,
wind
or a
thing. It's probably streaming.
scientific paper. Tautology is clearly bad. You want it to be clear and explained.
It don't matter. This nigga he's overcomplicating things as much as Volo does. But it sounds like he said tautology.
Man, basically just watch your ass and you learn off your surroundings. That's it. You heard?
Huh?
He basically just gotta watch your surroundings, learn off of it. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much. And he was just like,
I ain't gonna be using no word like that. I'm not gonna be using no words in the street, so I already know the meaning. I use the meanings, yeah, but not the fucking. How you say the word again? Epistemology, whatever the fuck it was.
Epistemology. He said, "Oh, you pissed off?"
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be using no. Though.
That's what he says. Well, that's how it goes down in the hood and whatnot. How am I supposed to know and whatnot? So it's Noodle Free Mondays. Of course, it's Mr. C Enforcer with Vola and Tautology and Mr. BAS the God. You got the technician up in there with you?
Yeah, and I got Killer too.
Oh, shout out to technician and Killer, the gods and whatnot. The security force.
Still breaking up, right?
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Bro, you breaking up. It ain't me either.
Yeah, I don't know why it's tripping.
1 2 1 2.
No, my son said it was me because he watching it on his side.
Bolo, you had problems too?
I'm clear.
Service is real bad.
No,
I pay my bill.
You're in a bad rainstorm now, right?
I understand what thing you just said.
It's bad weather where you are, right? Like bad weather, like rain.
Oh no, I got
there's a lot of lightning going on right now.
It's the lighting and the weather.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of that. It should be going away soon though.
Yeah. That's all. It's the lightning in the weather. That's all. It's lightning in the weather.
Okay, I got 6 hearts. I mean, I thought I had 5. I got 6 now.
Oh, look at you. Can you fight one of the big monsters
Yeah, I'm
now? Or
getting
you
my
put a
6. I
punk
fought
ass
one.
biz match?
I fought this big rock monster. I ain't fighting that 3-headed dragon yet.
Wait,
though.
did you beat the big rock monster, or did you simply fight him and get your ass whooped?
I beat him twice.
Oh, so what did you gain from fighting him?
More rocks.
More
Amber.
rocks?
Amber.
What does that do?
I'm still trying to figure all that out.
Oh man, you don't know what you're doing, man.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I don't know. Get the boy in there. He probably know what's going on. What, is the boy playing the game?
Nah. He Mario and Sonic.
Ah, okay. Because that's what's in the movies right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm concerned. I do a new stand-up. You know, this is just a comedy statement for anybody listening. I am not suggesting this, but I was telling people that children are the new Skynet, and maybe we need to take them out before they take over.
I hate it. You funny as shit.
I'm serious. I mean, I want
Funny as
kids because I want to have a kid one day, but once I have it, I don't know if I'm going to trust it.
One day, motherfucker, you gonna be. How old you gonna be when you have this kid?
Look, well, if you
how old you gonna be when you have this kid, bro?
Men can have kids until the day they die. Al Pacino just got somebody pregnant.
Yeah, but you know,
what?
He ain't gonna be around too
The
long
older I
either.
get, the more money I got, so I'll be able to afford it. That's not it. I'm a healthy guy. I'm not gonna be. I plan to live to at least 250. So I'm fine.
Oh man.
I'm gonna be out there throwing the football. Like it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna be throwing the football with my children when I'm 127.
Your boy started to tell you it's a rap, man.
What happened?
Willie P is telling y'all it's a rap. Don't even worry about it.
Whatever. He got erectile dysfunction. I am loaded up. Like I can't. The wind blow. I'll be just ready to tackle one of these old Mexican hoes. Like, look, your husband done left you long ago. Your son is 18 now, bitch. I know you're saggy, but come on, give your boy some ass. I've been plotting on his next door bitch. She about 47 and she ugly as fuck. But I think when I smash her, she look good. But that's a whole nother story. But she can't get pregnant no more. That's the only thing. So I gotta find one of these like 17-year-old ex-gangbangers. Oh, that's what I'm looking at right now. And there's a couple of them that work at the supermarket. They about between 22 and 32, and they all ex-gangbanger Mexican girls, right? So they'll be like pretty and shit with like lipstick, but then you look, they got tattoos up their neck, they got jewels all on their forearms, but they like the register bitch. I'm like checking them for rings, like I'm about to knock down one of these gangster ass ex-MS-13 bitches. I bet you they can cook.
Man. Oh man, you gonna be trust me, it's not where it's at. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's not where it's at. It's cool to smash them, but it's not where it's at. You don't want them bitches to be your baby mom, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I mean, but I figured that now that they out of jail, they're in the reform status, you know?
Yeah, all right, that's not always the case, you know that.
You know, I figure as long as her ex-boyfriend is locked up for life, I think everything's fine.
You're gonna find a lot of those out here.
Yeah,
It don't matter what coast you on.
Well, I will say California has so many fine women. There's women walking around here that think they ugly. And back in Philly, they like a 7, 8, 9, yo. Like a 7, 8, 9, like off top. They be with like nut boys out here. Like all the little young boys out here, they be nut boys, they be fat, they be corny as shit. Yo, walking with a bad little 16-year-old Joe, and they be like, this little girl, they be walking hands. I'll be like, look, I'm about to beat this little nigga up and take his bitch. Like, yo, they got so many. That's why everybody in California thinks they're a pimp. You ever notice that? Everybody out here thinks they're a pimp. It's not because they got so much game. It's so many women out here from the entertainers and our Latino brothers and sisters and Asians, because, you know, Asians make kids. Latinos make kids. Colored folk make kids. And then actors that failed make kids. So it's a lot of pretty people here. Bolo, you still see me okay?
Yeah, I heard you good.
Okay. No, the storm is probably messing with BAS. I saw the storm made him go down.
You cut off?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Mr. C, man, I'm gonna have to let you go, man. I got a real weak signal over here. Keep cutting off.
Yeah, the storm is fucking with you. Give us some final words, BAS.
Man, listen, stay safe, stay sucker free, and fuck these bitches. They ain't shit. I'll holla at y'all.
Yeah, man.
All
Have a
right,
good one,
yo.
guys. All right, there we go. Excellent, excellent. And yep. But yeah, a lot of great women's out here. A lot of great women's folk. What's going on over here? I gotta check my technology. 1 second. Cause they be acting like I don't know what it is. It's like YouTube be jumping off live. They be playing it, but it like jump off live. That's weird. Okay, so it's back on live here.
Yeah, like Cornel West, right?
Yeah.
He's a philosopher.
Mm-hmm.
He like Karis One be like philosophy, metaphysics.
Mm-hmm.
So just studying with them is where I started to develop my understanding of tautology, and hence I became the tautologist from looking at philosophy and understanding psychology. I don't laugh at psychologists, but they are, allegedly.
Well, I put it like this. I think you need to distinguish between a psychologist and a psychiatrist. Two different people. Psychologists believe they can talk you out of anything. They don't need no drugs. It's just something you've been through. If I talk to you enough, I can fix anything from schizophrenia to whatever, right? A psychiatrist talks to you for 3 seconds. Is like, no, your chemical such and such is off. Take these. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you got the neurologist or whatever.
Yeah. Well, a neurologist is a person that can do brain surgery and work on the nerves. So I'm not going to be too hard on them. But a psychiatrist is a lazy psychologist. They don't want to talk it out or figure anything out. They just say that you're missing some kind of chemical, and then they get you hooked on a drug for the next. That's why ADD and the Adderall stuff exists. Psychiatrists, not psychologists. So be careful who you're mad at. Are you mad at psychologists?
No.
Or are you mad at psychiatrists?
I'm not mad at any of them. It is, it's.
I don't know. When you say these psychologists,
well,
it sounds a little 1947 burn down Wall Street. That's all I'm saying.
That's the normal the normal versus the normal conflict is between psychology and philosophy. Now,
psychology is philosophy.
All right. Let's not get all right. This is where epistemology comes in. And
well, I just learned the definitions to all this, and you know what that guy said? He said, if you want to explain something to somebody concisely and get your points across, do not use tautology.
Well, it is make it as simple as possible. That's where I go. Hardware is, physical, and whereas software is mental.
Maybe that's your purpose. Maybe that's your purpose is to make tautology able to be understood by the layman.
Yes, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Yo, you know what? You should write a book called From Tautology. Tautology for Dummies.
There's a book. There's several books in the process. Some of them are already finished. I got to print them, and I'm getting a crew together to bind them and all that good stuff. All those things is in the works.
Yeah, definitely write a book. That's the new thing that everybody's doing. Even me, I'm like ready to write a book now. I just don't know what kind of book I'm gonna write, but I'm gonna write a book. So when I'm going 100 years from now, niggas can pick up my book and be like, man, this dude Carl from 3,000 years ago was on some shit. And he even knew a man that said the bitches ain't shit way back then. Like, man. Oh, all right. What are we looking at? 10 o'clock on the even hour. Noodle-free Mondays. Any noodle topics on your mind?
I was about to start with Cornel West, but I like Cornel West. The one that I saw before I logged on was your boy Barack Obama.
What's he talking about?
He's talking bad about Tim Scott.
Oh, Tim Scott?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tim Scott probably need to be talked about. I don't know what Tim Scott said.
Tim Scott's running for president.
Oh, fuck Tim Scott.
Yeah, for the Republicans, and Obama's come out of his mouth saying he needs to he needs to talk more about what he's going to do for black folks.
No, that nigga did not say that shit.
I shared it, on your page.
Okay, wait, time out. Okay, whoa.
Or Dysphoria what's your what is it? The Black Dysphoria YouTube page. They one of the girls shared it.
Yeah, I seen somebody talking about it. I saw the video. I was like, it's like Obama's at it again, and I didn't watch the video. Let me see. No, he did not tell him. No, he did not have the. He did not have the gall.
Yes, he did, yo.
No, he did not. No, he didn't. No,
I'm like, it had to be artificial. No, it wasn't. It's him.
No, he did not. No, he did not. No, you didn't know, Mama. Obama responds and comments about race in America. Obama takes shots at Tim Scott plans for trafficking racism. All right, let me see if I can find anybody that's not mainstream and look at a short one. You got a short one. What's the shortest one there? Real radical left. Obama ripped for shameful comments. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So we're going to check out on this looks like Fox News's Twitter or something, I guess, and whatnot. So go follow Fox News's Twitter. Let's see what they got to say about it. Wait, let me bring it up here. Of course, fair use, fair use. Check out Fox News. Go follow their stuff. You know, credits and credits. BS was talking, was tagging in. Shout out to BAS and whatnot. What's happening? Whoever he is, there it is. BAS. Shout out. And let's see what we got going on here. All right, let me see if I can share this shit. Like this. I use my Microsoft Start Search to locate this, and it brought up, I guess this is Fox News' Twitter.
David Axelrod on his podcast
Okay,
to take shots at.
Let me see where we're at. Oh, there we go. All right, wait, let me change this window. I want to adjust the windows. Oh, I like that one with the small window. That looks pretty cool. Let me experiment with that since I'm using the mainstream thing.
Senator Tim Scott, who's got this incredible American story, and get this, wants to talk about his biography because he's proud of it, not because of where he was, but where he is. He's not running from the fact that he basically grew up in a one-bedroom house when his mom and dad split, a neighborhood so bad, rather than fix it up, they just raised it, and there's just weeds there now. And he talks about going from there to becoming a successful college student, going over to work in a fast food place, and then become his own insurance company, have his own insurance company, and then decide to get into Congress and become a senator, maybe the next president of the United States. But that's not good enough for the former president. He wants to see a plan from Tim Scott. Listen to this.
I'm already pissed off. I just want to say I am already pissed off. He wants to see a plan. What is he about to say?
About Tim Scott individually. I am maybe suggesting that the rhetoric of can't we all get along, and the quote you made about my speech in 2004 about there's a United States of America, that has to be undergirded with an honest accounting of our past and our present. And so if a Republican who may even in saying, I want us all to live together, doesn't have a plan for how do we address tripling generational poverty that is a consequence of
the nerve of this mother. The nerve of you, Barack.
Hundreds of years of racism in the society, and we need to do something about that.
By the way, Tim Scott's got opportunity zones, hundreds of billions of dollars to develop working class, impoverished areas using the private sector. So that's more than just an idea. That was a plan that was implemented through tax reform.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at his policies, he actually does want us all to live together. He's not just saying that. Barack Obama said someone who might be sincere, he might be someone who's sincere in saying that. No, he is sincere. That's what he believes. That's what he does.
Well,
all right. So I just want to say that Barack Obama got some nerve as the man who said he wouldn't do anything for African Americans. So very interesting on how that goes. So there we go. So Volo, your opinion on that scenario?
You know, he's number. You know, he's Joe Biden. Like they you know, it's you know, that's what I call it. I call it Joe Obama, right? It's like I'm creating a character, but they work. You know, it's a mentality. And I'm getting it from this Ministry of Truth that they got going on, where they using casuistry and sophistry to delete people from us trying to communicate, from us trying to explain politics, religion, anything like science, even scientific facts. It's blocking our voices and doing everything they possible to act like they don't know what the fuck we talking about when the truth is we taking it back to Martin Luther King saying cut the fucking check.
Now, question. If you think that a president actually would get us reparations, because my plan is to fix the economy, cut back on wars, and get our international situation under control and get our trade situation and get manufacturing going, right? And then second term, when all the money stuff like that is fixed, I can then ask people for reparations. Do you think that's the best way to approach it, or you think you should come right out the box, dick on the table, give it up, bitch? What do you say?
The issue is cutting a check is an easy concept to fix.
Well, well, question. What is your perspective of what you think cutting a check and reparations mean?
They, you know, the minds of the, you know, it's
like what's the real, real tangible, what's going to happen on January 4th, this upcoming Sunday, reparations will be approved. What will be going into the next black person's house on Monday? Say that. Real shit. Make it real.
Nothing. It ain't going to happen. They ain't going to do it.
No. You said cutting a check is a problem. It sounds like you have a perspective of what cutting a check is. So what is cutting the check to you?
For myself, I said, if y'all want to give, what I would like for reparations.
No, what do you think that what they think it is now that you think won't happen? What is that, and what would happen if they ignited it? What is your cutting the check that you have a problem with? What is that? Like, if they do this, it won't work or it won't happen. What is that?
I want a gold ingot.
Nobody asked you what you want. You said that it can't be done, it won't happen, and cutting a check is a thing. That means you think the plan they have now is shitty.
There is no plan.
What is that plan?
There is no plan.
So what do you? Well, okay. So you actually don't know. Okay, so there are two versions of what cutting the check is nowadays to catch you up on the game. One of those is cash disbursements, which a lot of Californians are trying to get. I am against cash disbursements. The other one is ones that me and usually most conservative and Republicans suggest, which of course that means black people don't want to hear it no matter what. But what it is no money. No money. You get services, you get EBT, you get free healthcare, you get free education, you get HUD housing if you live in a historically black area. You get what I'm saying? You get access to capital for business loans. That's your reparations. It's something that you keep and pass down in your family. So you don't actually get a cash check. You can still have your job, but now the money you make from your job, you don't spend it on nothing. So now whatever money you make from your job, you can spend on whatever dream you want to do. That's reparations. Okay? So what do you think about that kind of reparations? Because that's the real deal. All that other bullshit, that childish shit motherfuckers say, clear all that shit out to mind. The only reparations that ever going to happen is what I described to you. It has to be resources, land. Make places like Philadelphia in the Deep South reservations where if a black person lives in Philly because it's historically black, they pay cheap rent. Just like a Native American, when they live in Oklahoma on their land, they get $25 rent. Well, black people should be able to move to Mobile, Alabama, and live for $25 rent, and the government covers it. You get no matter how much they make, even if they're a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? And that way, we have an opportunity to stop paying rent, stop paying for healthcare. We didn't get EBT cards for food, like a little $200 a month for EBT. You know, free healthcare, education, free community college, and whatnot, free state college. We use that. We don't spend no money, and all of our money would be extra. That's reparation. And it would be for the next 200 years, renewed after the first 100. And you can pass it to your children. That's how it works.
It's still a cash amount.
Nah, no cash amount. Because you know how much money do you know how much money they say they owe us?
Trillions.
What's your best guess? What's your best guess?
50 trillion.
Absurd. It is between $6 and $16 trillion.
Okay.
And it's arguable. My plan is to try to get about 12 to 10 because you know what happens once it gets into debate. There's going to be some jungle, there's going to be somebody swimming in the milk like this Tim Scott. Man, it's only 4 trillion. You know what I mean? And then there's going to be Dr. Umar. It's 57 trillion like you, right? And I'm like, well, Boyce Watkins and the rest of the financial guys say it's about 16, maybe $12 trillion. You're not getting $12 trillion in 1 year out of the government. It would bankrupt America and destroy the country in a week. And it'll cause superinflation immediately. Even though 80% of us in a week later, after we crash it, we would go spend about 14 of that 16 trillion in 2 weeks after we bought stuff. But that's not the point. The point is no cash disbursement, and you can't give it all at once. That's why you have the services dragged over the course of hundreds of years. So now all you're really doing is giving people $40, $50, $100,000 in services a year. You know what I mean? And it's non-tangible cash money because it's provided services backed up by tax credits from the government, which is paid at the end of the year. And since we're already 33 trillion in debt, just slap a few more on it. But previous to that, that's why I say you got to fix the economy first, because you're not going to be able to ask other people to take a little more out of their taxes for the black people if the money's not right. And if we're still wasting money with wars. So that's why I said first term versus second term. But don't worry. Powerful president has got it. Don't you guys worry. Just vote for me. I got this shit.
And that's why Trump and Biden look like they partners in this whole fiasco.
Basically, they are. I mean, the major parties are both two sides of the same coin. You got to remember, Donald Trump was a Democrat supporter of Hillary Clinton while she was in New York as a Senate for 10 years. He was always supporting Democrats. He was Democrats his whole life. He grew up in a city that is a majority minority city. Donald Trump knows people of color. You know what I mean? And he was always a Democrat. So the whole concept that he's on some now other side, and him and Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton ain't cool no more, is complete nonsense. They know each other's children. Hillary Clinton went to Donald Trump's wedding. Let's look it up. Let's see here. Hillary Clinton Trump wedding. But yet, I gotta argue with you.
Or not arguing with me. I'm
not you, but I'm talking about people out there in the world, because I just had a discussion with somebody else the other day, right? And I was just like, yo, they're both the same party. They're all friends. When you see them yelling at each other on stage, they go back behind the curtain and they hug each other and ask each other about their children. Right? And basically, this is proof. Previous to the heated stuff where they were voting against each other, they were cool peoples. They're friends. There's no way they completely dislike each other now, just over that. All right? And I was telling the girl that my analogy for it was Democrats and Republicans And people nowadays call it a distraction. So you ever hear people say, "Oh, this is a distraction," right? What I call it is, I explain the analogy like this: at a bank robbery, what the Democrats and Republicans are the bank robbers. They dress a man in a skirt and they tell him to go stand out in front of the bank and start dancing. And then everybody outside the bank is like, "Oh my God, look at this guy in front of the bank dancing in the dress. Look at the guy in the dress." And they're all talking and yelling about the guy in the dress and how they need to stop him from dancing in front of the bank. And, "Oh my God, my son just saw that." I mean, they're losing it, right? The whole time, the Democrats and Republicans are at the back of the bank handing out the gold bars, one for you, one for me, two for you, two for me. Are they still looking at the guy in the dress? Yeah, they're still looking. All right, keep going. And that's the whole plot. And we have $33 trillion of debt to prove it. Yet I talk to countless people that with that simple explanation cannot comprehend what I'm talking about. And they're like, "No, no, no." This one girl said, "The Republicans moved to racism once Trump got in." I said, "Shorty, Black people have thought the Republicans are racist since 1965. Like, you're late to the game. Trust me, they didn't just come up to this new. This isn't a new thing." But it just shows how ignorant people are. So when you try to explain it to them, they want to take sides. "I'm Democrat, I'm Republican, they're horrible, they're good." And I was just telling them, I said, "Hey, these are your fellow Americans. This is 30 to 40% of the country." I said, "Most of the people you work for, anybody that owns that company or is in the top level, but almost any company in America is Republican. Your boss, your owner, your main managers and general managers are all Republicans, even though they never tell it to you. They're all Republicans. So if you really believe that all Republicans are racist, go and quit your job because you work for a bunch of goddamn racists, according to you." So be careful what you say about both parties to those Americans out there. They're all the same. By the way, vote for President Independent on 2024. Well, that's that. That was a rant for the people out there, especially that bitch at my job. Stupid young bitch. She all about 20-something, early 30s. I said, I've been studying the presidency since I was 10 years old, and I'm 47 going on 48. That means I've been studying the presidency for 37 years. Older than you exist." She told me I was naive if I think that both parties are cheatness. This is what we're dealing with. And then you wonder why Hitler did what he did, right? Allegedly. I feel more sympathy sometimes. That's all I'm saying. I'm not Kanye. Fuck that nigga too. He was a terrible man. When you talk to some Americans, you like, man, maybe we should lock a few of these motherfuckers up. Yeah. It's like, man, you should have to take a test to vote. Like or something. But then I guess the test would be racially biased, and then black people couldn't vote, and then there would be a problem, right?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Well, conceptually, I'm trying to understand, land ownership versus renting. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot.
Well, let's
too many
expand
more
that discussion. That's a good discussion. Land ownership versus rent. Discuss it.
As far as reparations, like that's my kind of issue with that. Like that's why it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather, all right, yeah, if you're gonna just let me own the crib, then I'm good.
Well, there's two situations going on here. So have you ever met anybody from like down south, like Oklahoma, the deep south, where they got like a lot of Native American places, plantations and stuff?
Uh-huh.
No, have you?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I went to Oklahoma to see my homeboy one time, I met this dude. This guy was 100% white guy. Dog. 100%. And my homeboy Heath is basically, he looks like Justin Bieber, right? They both have so-called Indian in their family. In Oklahoma, they can get a house and only pay $25 a month for a full 3-bedroom good house. $25 a month because they're technically Native American, $5 Indian, Native American, and since they're on their land, they pay $25 rent. but they still have a normal job like me and you.
Okay.
So you're paying $1,000, $1,500, $900, $2,000, but you live in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, which is a native African American place, pretty much historically.
Mm-hmm.
If you moved into the city limits, imagine your rent. If you find one of the nicer neighborhoods in Philly, there's still nice neighborhoods in Philly, right? You find one of the nicer neighborhoods and you move there. You can move into a house that costs so much, and then but they'll make it you pay like 10% of your rent. It'll be something like that. So it won't be $25, but it'll be like 10% of your rent. So if you got a $2,500 rent, you pay $250 every month. That's your land. And plus, now what do you have extra now in your pocket? You got money, right?
Yeah.
Now, what are you supposed to do? Are you going to go buy Jordans and video games, or are you going to put maybe $1,000 a month away for a year and have $12,000 to put down on $100,000 worth of land somewhere? You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So, see, you want to just be handed dirt, but you're going to be handed the money to buy the dirt you want.
Like that's where my situation is a little different because I'm in the house already. Like I'm in the house. I just, you know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing. Now, this is the curse to reparations, and this is the curse to the Native Americans. Do you notice that Native Americans aren't everywhere with those opportunities? Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So what makes you think that the people that had the land here before we even got here can't get it, but you can? You see how unrealistic that is when you think about it? Think about it. I want more than the Native Americans got. And we were brought here after they were already here.
Yeah, but
once again, they like the Native Americans more than you. They even look like them. You got here after the Native Americans.
Yeah,
okay?
but my like I said, my great grandmother was Native American.
Well, then you need to go live on a reservation and shut the fuck up.
and her husband owned the land that we still have in my family today. Like,
well, you need to go live on that shit and
go
shut
live down there. Like they tell me to come go live down there.
Well, you can't have it both ways. See, this is that nigga shit. You can't have it both ways. Go be a fucking Tonto or be a nigga. Take your choice. But you can't have both. I want nigga and Tonto land. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem.
I just want to go Ingot.
Oh, here you go with that.
That's
shit.
what I want. Give me a gold
Well,
Ingot.
vote for Donald Trump. He'll send you one.
All right.
You know, Donald Trump sends you like a gold bar or something for like supporting him.
Yeah, that's what I need, a gold Ingot. That's good. I'm good.
I'm sure life will change immediately.
Yep.
But landowner versus rent. But I'd advise anybody, if you can buy land, buy you some dirt. Buy you some dirt. Because in 30 to 40 years, if I'm not president, you're going to have to go live on it. And learn how to fish and hunt. And get some gold ingots.
Yeah, definitely need some gold ingots.
Gold ingots. Anything else? Topics?
Just that was funny seeing it from him, and then Sarge has been going. He's actually been going against your boy Umar. You know what I mean? Because
he always has been a good thing. Sarge is an educated lamb. He ain't with that taking care of other motherfuckers' kids shit. So, for example, since you have a kid, right?
And that relates with the reparations.
Yeah. Like, for example, since you have a kid, Umar was talking to you. He said, you guys with your son. So Umar says that you, Chu Canute, should be going down to Philadelphia, finding 2 kids that just got finished pulling some switches on some bitches, and show them how to be men no matter what the mother says. And earn her respect. And you got to do that to earn her respect because you're looking for it.
And what's his name? King Randall. That's the drama he's going through.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of going through that same drama too.
Oh yeah, I can't. Nope. Not my kid to read that. I don't care. I'll say that as president on national television. It's not my job to raise your kids. They're gonna look at me like, Mr. President. Like, look, I make policy, not children, motherfucker. I ain't no nursing care, motherfucker. I ain't supposed to be in your house. That's your job, bitch. My job is to protect you once you leave it. Leave me alone. Any other topics?
I mean, that's the same one, you know. And then as far as the statistics involved in it, and and he's trying to figure out, the 2 out of 3 black children growing up in single parent homes, and how accurate that is, and who's really at fault with that. And I'm not even, worried about analyzing that, but I'm just, trying to raise the young boy. I'm thinking I might go take him to the thing on Saturday, man, so that I see some fireworks.
Oh, you gotta go see fireworks.
That's my plan. It's just me and the boy go watch some fireworks, and then.
So Umar would
eat a
say that
hamburger.
you're a weak black man because you're not taking 2 kids from the hood with you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I bring the kids, but then the conflict comes with the baby daddies, because they ain't trying to do it. That's what King Randall's going.
Umar says it's not their fault; it's your fault.
Yeah.
So there we go.
And I'm supposed to know of these niggas too, and not do nothing like.
Yeah, well, they're bad black men, so you can't count on them. So what it is since you're a good black man, you're supposed to spend your money and your time with raising those guys' kids.
Yeah.
You're a weak black man if you don't do it. Yep. Like, God, I mean, if he just listens to that back like for 3 seconds, it's like, oh my God, what was I saying? Like, yes,
but that's what I'm going through. That's why this is hilarious, yo.
And the girls is like, yeah, sis, go, sis. That's right, Umar. Shut up. Shut up. Jeez. All right. I ain't got nothing else to say. You got something on any topic?
What was the other one? We talked about that. Oh, I found out that was to touch bases a little bit with Cyber Saturdays or whatever we call it, the Butthead and Volo show, Volo and Butthead show. I found out that the Pixel is actually made by Google, so that's their hardware.
Say that for Saturday.
What?
Say that for Saturday. That's a segment.
I know. I just, I was just everybody was saying something.
You get the intro. That was the teaser. That's the teaser. That's the commercial, nigga.
Yeah.
Check out the Volo and Butthead show. I'll put the logo up in the corner. We got the noodle free Butthead logo there. But check out the Volo and Butthead show this Saturday, where we're going to talk about the Pixel and Google's experience with that before Volo ruins a good opportunity to have something to talk about the show. Because he's going to come in on the show on Saturday and be like, oh, I don't got nothing to talk about. Yeah, I know. You bust your load on Monday. Chill that shit out, nigga. So back to Noodle Free Mondays. But come check out the Volo show and Carl show. That's 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays on Twitch, Cat Poo Crazy Carl YouTube, and Skip Bags Facebook. Check it out. And we talk about technology. And we're going to have our Tech Lord of the Week. I don't know our Tech Lord of the Week. That may be Volo's responsibility.
Well, I gave you the best one right there with Lawson. That was a great one.
That's it.
You can go on with that.
So you done bust your load on that. That's it. And I shared,
And I shared that history of the cartridge
Steve
video.
Jobs, it is next week. No, you know what Steve is too. No, we should do. I'm gonna do the Super Soaker nigga.
Yeah, find somebody. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's dope.
Well, that's technology.
Okay, yeah, it is. The air
show
pressure
science,
and all
man,
that.
technology, engineering, all that,
all that air pressure and everything. That was dope. I remember when that came out. That was
the guys that have that Odyssey submarine should have let him develop it. At least he knows how to keep something popping. Oh, that was wrong. I apologize. Too soon. Ocean Gate. Too soon. That was too soon. But he could have saved him though, because black men save everyone, just like we saved America in World War I and II. Anyway, yep, we beat the Nazis. It's black people. We did it. Just want to let you guys know.
I know, man.
Ah, man. What can I tell you, man? What can I tell you? All right. So, are we out of topics? You got anything else?
What time is it? Did we do our person of the week, our noodle of the week?
Or we already talked about Malika Andrews, Stinking Butt.
We did?
Yeah, we don't do a bio. We did some. She's a noodle of the week. We're going to do a bio or the noodle of the week. Oh, Malika is so great. Let me put a clitoris on my face. Whatever, baby face. Chill it out. You know what? You got that Al B. Shore up in you. You better chill that out. You be feeling all emotional and shit. Singing songs and shit. Making your hair all curly.
I ain't Tyrese.
I mean, what do you want from me? This judge is racist. He making me pay the bitch that I had babies with. Yeah, that's Tyrese. That's how it works. I hate to break it to you. It's not racism. That's the fact of life. All right, so we did our noodle of the week. Once again, noodle of the week, Malika Andrews. Suck it hard, Malika Andrews, allegedly. So we'll finish up. I got a care package because one of the things is good. If you send your parents gifts on their holidays and stuff, they send you stuff back. So that's pretty cool. So I got a care package, which I believe is from my parenting person. So let's see what we got in the care package. This is the care package segment of the show. We got Hershey Kisses. We got walnuts shelled, so easy to eat. We got Healing Hand Cream, Gold Bond, the good stuff. We got an Einstein healthcare wristband. I guess she's been working in Einstein doing some radiology work. If you don't know, in Philadelphia, Einstein is called the Hospital of Death. So that's a good piece of information. So if they're going to drop you off at Einstein after a Philadelphia incident, be like, yo, keep dropping to Temple University. Some vitamin C to keep my strength up so I don't catch the jab weapon. We have a miniature first aid kit for when the apocalypse comes. So I can use this to sew up stuff after I get injured trying to cannibalize one of my neighbors. Let's see here. We have a book of some sort, I guess like a daily planner type book that she must have got also hooked up from some kind of thing, Johnson & Johnson health thing. It's got a little pen in it also. Another wristband. So now I can look like Devin Booker. And 2 wristbands on. Vaseline. Various uses. I have very dry skin. Also, I'm lonely. We'll keep that secret. Because I'm Chuck and I like to fuck. And we all remember that scene, don't we? Oh, and some cold and flu medicine.
His name wasn't Chuck, it was Buck.
Oh, I'm Buck and I like to fuck. There you go. And cold and flu medicine. So not only can I be healthy when I feel bad or sick and my allergies go off, but I also can make methamphetamines from it. You know that's how they make the meth, right? That's why the drug addicts.
Sudafed, yeah. I sell it.
Yeah, they steal all the Sudafed.
Allegedly. They just sell
Well, that's why it's
Sudafed.
all locked up in all the drugstores. They got it all in those plastic containers now.
Yes. Yes, certain ones, yes.
So thanks. I got a great care package. I'm gonna have to text my mother and thank her for my care package. The Hershey's Kisses in the wristband, the vitamin C. The vitamin C is the best one. You know how expensive vitamin C is? Vitamin C is more expensive than gold. Oh, my Latino brothers is getting ready for July 4th. You hear it?
I thought I heard something bad.
Nah, it's just my neighbor. He's selling fireworks. So every once an hour, he set one off so he can sell them. That's like his thing. And the cops are supposed to come find him, but the cops is like, hey, fool, let me get 3 rockets. Like, look, officer. That's not how you do it. But you're not supposed to participate in the illegal activities. All right, so that's everything. Care package. That was my pretty much closure of the show. Anything else you want to say? You want to shut it down?
Oh, we got we can't forget about Ziggy. What's the word of the day?
Okay, here is the word of the day from the SAT Word of the Day skill.
Today's SAT prep word of the day is analogy. It means a literal comparison between 2 things that have some features that are the same and others which are different. And it's spelled ANALOGY. Here's how you use analogy in a sentence. The teacher used an analogy about hitting a home run and passing a test to get the baseball team's attention. If you're enjoying your SAT word of the day, check out our slang word of the day skill. Just ask Alexa to enable slang word of the day to start learning new words.
All right, pause. Before, when we asked, they never suggested the slang word of the day. But since we all asked for the slang word of the day now, the AI is like, hey, these guys kind of like the slang word of the day. Why don't you offer it to them? Man, you better unplug that thing and destroy it after it's done. That's all I'm saying. They plotting on you, bro. But go ahead, get that word.
Ziggy, activate slang word of the day.
Okay, here's slang word of the day.
Today's slang word of the day is finna. It means going to or fixing to do something. Here's how you use it in a sentence. I'm finna go to Starbucks after school today. If you're enjoying your slang word of the day, check out your dictionary's Spanish word of the day skill. Find and enable it in the Alexa app by searching Spanish word of the day to start learning.
Oh, we need a Spanish word of the day, cuz. Go for it.
What did you say? Enable it?
Just ask Ziggy. Spanish word of the day.
What's the Spanish word of the day?
Okay, here's Spanish word of the day.
Today's Spanish word of the day is before or earlier. To say before or earlier in Spanish, say antes. Here it is again. Antes. Here's how you use it in a sentence. To say, can we eat breakfast before we go sightseeing, say podemos desayunar antes de ir a hacer turismo. Let's listen to that a little faster. Podemos desayunar antes de ir a hacer turismo. If you're enjoying your Spanish word of the day, check out your dictionary's SAT prep word of the day skill. Just ask Alexa,
they're going to take us down a rabbit hole. We'll be here until next
word of the
July.
day to start learning.
Yeah, this is definitely how we got to end all the shows. We got to go through some of those words because it's educational. We're learning something.
Yeah.
I don't know. She said something about playing Gran Turismo. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. I don't know what else y'all heard. The Spanish word today is play Gran Turismo from PlayStation 4. That's an analogy. I remember I had my analogy earlier. The people, the Democrats and Republicans put a man in the dress and then they rob the bank while we're looking at the man in the dress. That's an analogy. So it shows that's why I got an 1100 on my SATs, even though like 700 and change of that came from math. I think I got a perfect score on math, and then it was just like the English was like, all right, nigga, you got 400 points. We call that. We out.
Yeah. Same here.
I had like a 710 or something on the math or some shit.
Same here.
Yeah, it was just like my shit was like 490 or something on the English. I was like, God damn, nigga, can I read out this bitch? I guess that would explain the 7 years in college. Right?
Studying math.
Studying math. And that's what I got the good grade in. Shit. I was supposed to whip that. Maybe I should have been an English major. Hey. That's real shit. Maybe I should have been an English major.
Too many run-ons and what was the other terminology they used to use against me and shit?
I don't know. I tell you that for me, it's that goddamn reading comprehension. They make you read the paragraph and answer the questions and shit. Fuck that. I used to just go and check the questions and then read the paragraph till I found answers, and I think I didn't do too good on that section. I ain't reading comprehending nothing. Put it in the movie. That's what they need. They need a movie comprehension section. I can tell them all about Chicken Run. That's a great film. All right, final words, Volo.
Let me see. What time is it? That's it. We done? Yes.
Unless you got anything else to talk about.
Nah, that's it. I got to go back to work. I got to go to work in 5 hours, 4 hours.
Oh, okay. So you get up a little bit later now?
No. I'm still there. I still get up 5 in the morning.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap, go to work. Check me out at Volo Television. I'm gonna drop a video soon. Volo Nfm Tautology on Facebook and Volo Tautology on Twitch. What's the other thing? Twitter. All the social medias.
All the social media. There we go. Back again. All right, so that's some final words. Of course, I'm Mr. C. Unfortunately, Pop Ricardo Bad Boy. Check out my new song page and Dr. Umar. It's on the Spotify's and the Apple Musics and all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that stuff out on there so you can check it out and download it to the Spotify's and Apple Musics. And let's support songs about natural women because natural women rock. I don't care if you're skinny or fat, just be natural, baby. We'll work it out later. We will argue about everything else later. Just don't stick no plastic in there. It's taking people out. And of course, this upcoming Wednesday, we got the My Part of Town podcast, which is all about Philadelphia and finding what's going on in city life there. Mr. BAS will probably be back, causing trouble as always with the technician. And maybe even the old boy might slide through in the cut and talk a little bit in the back. Also, I'm trying to consider adding more people to the show, but nobody ever wants to come on the show because my show don't got nobody watching it but us. But anyway, that's all right. And then we got Saturday. We got the Bolo and Butthead show, which is all about technology. We'll be doing our Tech Lord of the Week, which I believe is the brother man who made the Super Soaper. I'm going to look him up and get him identified and slam down, ram down. And in future shows, we're also going to have people come on and do random interviews. And if people have stories to participate in our shows, the StreamYard is very active. You can always pop the link. And I think I want to try to add more people to the show to add some spice and love to the show because you want to keep it flowing. But good stuff. So we're going to play. What time is it? We got 4 minutes left. We'll try to find a 3-4 minute Volo video, and we'll play that to get out of here. Let's see. Let's see. What's this one right here? Welcome back. It's been a while. We'll play this one. Let's see here. Pause that. And we'll play this to get out, and we'll shut it down at 10:45 Pacific time, which is 1:45 Eastern. Thanks for staying out with us, Volo. Way to be a true trooper, a true trooper. We're going to shut it down. Hit play. Fair use, fair use. Bolo Television. Go follow and subscribe to Bolo, the gentleman on the show. This is his word.
All right, let's see if we can do this right. Add some music to the background of this. But yeah, do a video real quick and all right, let's see if we can do this right. Add some music to the background of this. But yeah, do a video real quick and right now, Black from Supreme Judges denounce repetition is the mother of skill. $5 for a carton of eggs, and all the Democrats have ever given you is death. Right now, the Black man is at the bottom. They done flipped from Supreme Judges. Denounce right now. The Black man is at the bottom. They done flipped the pyramid upside down. And the Black man is at the bottom. Repetition is the mother of skill. From Supreme Judges denouncing her womanhood to Michelle Obama hating her husband. Repetition is the mother of skill. Hip hop is an American culture, spelled with a K. $5 for a carton of eggs, $5 for a gallon of milk. Hey, and all the Democrats have ever given you is death, abortion, destruction, divorce. And you still voting for them? $5 for a carton of eggs. Repetition is the mother of skill. Hip hop is an American culture, spelled from Supreme Judges denouncing her womanhood to Michelle Obama hating her husband. We are at war. Right now, the Black man is at the bottom. They done flipped the pyramid upside down. And the Black man is at the bottom. Right now, the Black... All right, let's see if we can do this right.
The mice back active. And once again, thank you guys for watching the show. Thanks everybody for checking it out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends. If anybody out there that you don't like is not watching, send it to them so you can really piss them off something good. Thanks everybody for checking out the show. And one love and shout out to the peoples. Thanks for watching us. And this is what's it called? Huh? The what?
Did you do your saying, your final saying?
My final. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Volo. And my final saying is I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me, soul brother. And that's what I'm talking about. Guys, always remember that love is good, life is better, and you better do something to make it last forever. All right, we out.
It is.
Monday.
All right, Joe.